Hello everyone, Juicebags here, and welcome back to some DD2. Now, as requested, finally some NM4 Harbinger action from the new patch, and this is the new boss. Now, my buddy STE and his friend the Foam Helmet were kind enough to invite me along on some of their farming runs, and they completely built it out, but I'm going to try to go over exactly what happened here. You see, we've got 3 barricades on this side, the bottom side, and then 2 barricades on the other. Now, we're putting them right up on top, trying to get those barricades really on the first stair, and then laying down some traps and a geyser, one geyser on each side, just to aid with a little bit of CC. Got the Frosties going up top, surrounding the core, of course, and they're going to really help out with the traps and the waves themselves. Now, the mobs that come during the waves are relatively easy, not a huge issue burning those things down. So your traps with the Frosties easily get the job done. Now, there's a few important mechanics to note in this fight. You see these cannons on this side. Now, the Harbinger has his own cannons, of course. He's got 4 of them. He's going to shoot them over at your ship and your core, and you can use these cannons to fight back against those cannons as they're going. Now, the important mechanic with that is the Harbinger, of course, has got 48 million damage. He also has a massive damage resist. This makes it very difficult to burn him down. Now, if you can destroy his cannons, and, you know, obviously, why not? You can destroy those cannons. You see them tucked down below there, the 4 of them. Or is it 3? I believe it's 4. Now, the Harbinger, as he goes over and links with those cannons to start firing it upon your ship, is the time you want to blow the cannons up. If you just blow the cannons up while he's just running around fighting, you're not going to get the benefit. If you blow the cannon up with the Harbinger linked to it, it's going to do about 5 million damage to him. Now, 5 million damage is pretty ridiculous considering he's got 48 million and that amazing damage resist buff. Now, on that same note, there's going to be some wyverns flying in. Now, the wyverns have a crystal where you kill them and you grab that crystal while you're holding it. You and those in your party that are within the area are going to be able to mitigate his massive damage. Now, by destroying the cannon while he is linked to it, of course, you get that big hit and that massive burn on the damage to him. Now, if you destroy that cannon with the wyvern buff while he's linked to it, it's insane how much it drops. It pretty much ends the wave. Now, there's 4 waves, of course. They come in intervals as you get them burned down. And I'm on lane duty here, just trying to help our defenses, making sure nothing pushes through. Where really the traps and Frosties have done a pretty amazing job. Quick repair on that barricade right there. But besides that, we're looking pretty solid here. Now, once you get the Harbinger down, each wave he's going to have, you know, the second cannon, the third cannon, and so forth is going to pop up. That's the time where you want to go ahead and destroy him while he's linking. Now, they're both over there fighting the Harbinger. We've got a tank and then another Huntress with us. Actually, we got 2 Huntresses right at the moment. The tank's not going to pop himself out until wave 4. But you can see we burned him down to 36 million, and that got us through to wave 2. Now, this is a timed, event. The waves will start on you. No big deal, though. Gives you an ample amount of time. The only time it's really a challenge at all is, in wave 4. You definitely can't lollygag around. You need to go and get that stuff set up. Let's wait for that big damage spike. Or was that it? wasn't watching. Anyway, killing the cannon with the Harbinger on it is what's going to bring you the bread and butter big damage to it. Now, it does take a little while to burn him down in the fourth wave. All of his abilities are going to be based on how much damage you're doing to him. They're not based on that, but when he goes into his special abilities like his Meteor Storm, if you DPS him down heavily, he's going to stop doing that and switch to his next ability. And the meteors they one-shot most heroes, and they do pretty significant amount of damage to your core. So of course you want to eliminate that as well. Wave 3 coming, he's burning down. And there's his meteors. See, his meteors are going to do some nice damage. And then the Harbinger is firing his cannon, and that of course is the time to destroy it, or to destroy that cannon and blow it up and get that nice hit of damage to him. The fight goes slowly if you don't time these things perfect. Now, the waves that are coming in are... your defenses can hold them for a really long time. But, just like you see there, if you get hit by one of those meteors, it's good game. You're done for. Now, wave 4, he's not going to stay on the other side. He's going to come over on top of this little platform right here. So this is where we'll completely get everything set up. And then from there, we just want to just burn him. It's a race, wave 4 essentially, as he will be doing damage to your core. And you have to burn him down, obviously, before that happens. You see 1 minute until combat. You can't G through and to get into wave 4. You have to actually wait that minute out. A lot of times the minute's needed. If everyone knows what they're doing, it's definitely not. No upgrades on our barricades at all. We just did some upgrading on traps just for wave 4 over on that end. Now with the tank inside of Serenity R's, kind of tanking them around down on that lower platform, it allows your Huntresses or Apprentice DPS, whatever you got with you, plenty of clean spots just to stand right here and just mash in the front. Kind of pointless to put that targeting dummy there, as it only survives for just about a second, but it does do just a little hit of damage right as he stops. That was more for entertainment purposes than anything else. Now, when he comes over to your ship, like I said, it's a DPS race. Other than maybe jumping across to grab that Wyvern and get the crystal, you don't want to stop DPSing. You just want to keep burning, and you know, you need to make sure, of course, your defenses hold up. But if you have to run off to repair your defenses or to thin out any of the waves, there's a good chance it could be over for you. As it is definitely, without a doubt, just a race at this point to burn them down. I don't have the luxury of the Poison Tips pet yet, so I just parked right next to STE. That way I was getting the benefit from his pet. And it allows us to burn him down and get the job done. Now that Wyvern is going to come in just as he's getting to 6 million. And you'll see STE is going to run over and grab it. As that really lets us close the deal to get him down the rest of the way. See, our ship is taking damage, the core's taking a little damage. You see that Wyvern flowing in now. Looks like it started coming in onto the map at about 6.5 million. It wasn't actually out to where we can get a clean shot of him until about 6.2. But once you get that crystal and you get that buff, as you can see the AoE ring right there, it's good game. It's just straight burn then. As you see, we're doing full damage to him just for about a minute. but it's more than enough time for us to get the job done. Haven't got any, I did this about, I don't know, I've probably done it about 20 times now altogether with a couple of different groups. And I've yet to get any absolutely spectacular drops. In fact, I haven't gotten anything that I'd really choose to use over what I was already using. This time around, looks like it's going to be a shield. Not the shield I was looking for, but whatever. Free legendaries, so I'll take it. So that's going to do it for this episode. Any differences to this strategy or any strategies you're using, put it in the comments below. Of course, this was done after the patches, so that the bugs and exploits that were being used on this fight were not used in this video. In fact, I didn't. I was able to avoid the temptation and not jump into any of those groups to do any exploiting on the Harbinger. But anyway, there we go. Nightmare 4 Harbinger and the newest patch to Dungeon Defenders 2. Thanks again. See ya.